Shalom, 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 and welcome back to another Wednesday night exhortation. It's your bro, Zachariah Israel, aka DSTM, aka the messenger. Okay, we here. We got one for y'all. As everybody know, everybody's preparing. Well, the worldly people preparing, right, for this Halloween day, this hell day, right? All Saints Day, All Saints Eve, and all this. It's so much folly going on with it. So the lesson is entitled Costume Freaks and Folly. Costume freaks and folly, right? Because they already dressing up in these costumes. Women dressing half naked. The brothers out here, you know, they in folly too. They out here dressed up as everything that you can imagine under the sun. You understand? I seen one dude, he was dressed up as a vibrator. Okay? He was dressed up as a vibrator, a rose. You know, the little toys the women be using. Okay? It's a whole lot of crazy stuff. Everybody dressing up as characters from Toy Stories or the Buzz Lightyears or the Spider-Mans, all kinds of folly going on. So once again, costume freaks and folly. We're going to open up with 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. And this is why we call this Wednesday night exhortation. You got it, read.
The book of 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season.
Preach it in season, out of season. What's coming on? What's about to happen tomorrow, right? We know it's not our season of what they celebrating. We just had Tabernacle, right? We just had Day of Atonement. Okay, we got Feast of Dedication coming up here, but this is their season, right? Of this Halloween stuff. Okay? From the top again.
Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Reprove, rebuke, exhort. Exhort. We got to exhort our brothers and sisters, right? Strongly. We got to rebuke them strongly, right? To keep them in this fight. So they can be doing what's thus said the Lord, that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? So we got to exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. I'm going to get this definition real quick. Exhortation, an address or communication emphatically urging someone to do something. Okay? So we urging you to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, some similar words. Encouraging, right? Urging, okay? Persuasion, pushing, pressuring, okay? Warning, charge, all right? So this is what we doing. We exhorting our brothers and sisters to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, okay? So this is what we got to do. All right, because this history of Halloween is crazy. It's crazy. You understand? Of what they do, the folly they get into. Matter of fact, let me get some of it real quick. And this is what it's about. Halloween. Halloween or Halloween. Okay, known as All Halloween. All Hallows Eve. Or All Saints Day is celebrated, observed in many countries on October 31st, the eve of Western Christian Feast of Hallows Day. Okay? So this is a Western Christian feast. Okay? It is at the beginning of the observance of All Hallow Tide, the time in the liturgical year dedicated to remembering the dead. So this day is to remember the dead. All right. Including saints hallows and all the faithful departed. Okay. So all of the martyrs, the saints, and this remembering the dead, okay? And all the faithful departed. In popular culture, the day has become a celebration of horror, being associated with the macabre and supernatural. Okay, so this is getting into all kinds of sorcery and divinations and all those kind of things when you're dealing with this day. Okay, it's also called Halloween, All Hallows Eve, All Saints Eve. Okay, it's observed by Western Christians and many non-Christians around the world. What they do on this day: trick-or-treating, costume parties, jack-o'-lanterns, bonfire, divinations. We're going to get into that. How they do the divinations, right? Apple bobbing, haunted attractions. Okay? Church services, prayers, fastings, vigils. So they do all this on this day to their God, because this day is not of the Bible. This is not of the Most High God. You understand? It's related to Samhain or Samhain. Okay. And all these other days of the dead. Reformation Day, All Saints Day. So this is dealing with a lot of, Ireland, the Irish people, Scotland. Okay, it's dealing with the Celtics or the Celtics, right? It's pronounced Celtic, but you see Celtics on like the NBA jerseys with the three-leaf clover. All that is of Irish nationality. Okay. Let me read some more. One theory holds that many Halloween traditions were influenced by Celtic Harvest Festival, right? Or Celtic. It's spelled Celtics, but if you dive into the word, it's actually Celtic, right? Celtic Harvest Festival, particularly the Gaelic Festival of Samhain, which are believed to have pagan roots. So you're dealing with a pagan holiday, particularly. Okay. Some go further and suggest that Samhain may have been Christianized as All Hallows Day, along with its Eve, by the early church. Other academics believe Halloween began solely as a Christian holiday. Being the visual of All Hallows Day, celebrated in Scotland and Ireland. For centuries, Scottish and Irish immigrants took many Halloween customs to North America in the 19th century. So, if you continue reading, it's going to go more and more to it about some things they do about the trick-or-treating, the souling, that's going from house to house singing and begging or whatever, and doing all kinds of demonic things for treats. Okay, they also do this around Christmas time. They do it for caroling. They start doing the Christmas carols or whatever, right? So it goes more and more into that. So you're dealing with divinations, you're dealing with sorcery, and you're dealing with witchcraft. Okay, and that's something we're not supposed to deal with. Give me Colossians 2, verse 8.
The book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Vain deceit. Okay, this is their philosophy. This is vain deceit. This is not of our custom. This is not of the Most High children, right? The 12 tribes of Israel. That's who we are as a people. Understand? The Lord don't speak about this in the Bible, right? He speak about it in the wicked way, though, meaning that we're not supposed to be taking part of these kind of festivals. Read.
After The tradition of man after the rudiments of the world and not after Christ.
And not after Christ, but after the tradition of men and the rudiments of this world. This is not of Yahushua. This is not of the anointed one, our black Messiah. You understand? So, guys, we got to come up out of this, okay? Because it's not worth candy. It's not worth you dressing up in all these costumes, getting naked, going out here committing all this folly and stuff, right? Let's move on. Give me Proverbs 15, verse 21. Because that's what's going on, man. Okay, they out here getting drunk. They out here getting weeded, high, popping pills, doing anything you can imagine. Okay? You got it, read it.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 21. Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom.
Stop. So this folly, right, is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom. Okay? You don't have no wisdom if you dealing in this folly, right? Continue reading.
But a man of understanding walketh uprightly.
But a man of understanding walketh uprightly. So you got to have understanding, okay, to walk right. If not, you're going to be going door to door talking about some trick or treat. Trick or treat! Right? With a jack-o'-lantern, a plastic jack-o'-lantern to fill up your kids' trick or treat bowl. Trick or treat! Okay? So you don't want to deal with that. Give me 1 Peter 5 and 8. All right? And, you know, y'all know how we do. We like to pick anything and do anything to celebrate anything, okay, and find any reason to barbecue, find any reason to get high, drunk, find any reason to commit fornication. You find any reason to be outside, y'all in the club, and you're going out there to get laid. Just be straight up. You're going out there to get laid at the end of the day. You understand? Read that.
1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
Read it again.
Be sober, be vigilant.
Be vigilant. Read.
Because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
You got to be sober, be vigilant. You understand? Because the devil, he walking around, just walking to or fro. He trying to find who he going to devour. Okay? When you out here and you drinking, you high, you drunk out your mind, you can't focus. That's the time, the perfect time for the devil to creep up on you and get you trapped. Because you ain't in your right mind. Okay? That's just the perfect time for it. All right? Give me let's get give me the tire of a harlot. Give me that one. Give me that one. Because that's how they want to dress. They want to dress. They want to get dressed and go out there and commit all kinds of adultery. They want to dress like hoes. You got it. Read it.
Proverbs chapter 7, verse 10. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot and subtle of heart. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house.
So she's not in her house. Okay? She's loud and she's stubborn. Oh, I'm going out. I'm going out with the girls tonight. I ain't listening to you. I'm going out. I'm going to wear what I want. I'm going to put on this skin tight, incredible, Miss Incredible outfit. I'm going to put on this skin tight, whatever the hell y'all be wearing and who y'all want to dress up as, you be half naked. I don't even be knowing, man, because I don't even keep up with this stuff. But y'all know what y'all like. Okay, you dressing up as a damn Mortal Kombat character, or I don't know, man. Like whatever this stuff y'all like. The cowgirl on Toy Story. I see a lot of that. It is foolishness. Okay. Continue reading.
Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner.
So that's what happened when they come out the club. She's waiting. She's waiting on somebody to swoop her up, to take her to the house, to blow her back out. All this goes on this hell day. This what happens. Okay? We not supposed to be dealing in this foolishness. Okay? Give me Isaiah 5 verse 20. Give me that one, man, because it's crazy. Y'all everything is flipped in these times. Everything is upside down. You got it, read it.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. So ain't nothing wrong to going out there. I had one girl tell me at work, man, hey, you don't let your kids go trick-or-treating? I'm like, hell no. Why? You gonna let them miss that? Let them miss what? I can go to the Dollar General, man, or the Dollar Tree and get them a bunch of candy. So I'm supposed to take my child, dress him up, okay, walk him out here from door to door to a bunch of strangers' houses and beg for candy?
Trick or treat!
Because most of our people don't want the trick. They want the treat. Okay, you sit there and do a trick for one of our little brothers or sisters. They gonna be like, man, okay, I hear all that. Where the candy
Trick
at?
or treat!
That was cool. Where the Snicker bar? You feel me? So we don't want, our children don't want no damn trick. They want the treat. So what I look like dressing them up. All right, you gotta watch them. They walking around with the little headlamp on. Because you don't want your child to get snatched up. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. This time of year, they snatching kids up. They snatching them up this time of year. Look it up. This one of the times of year everybody coming up missing. This, you can look down your Facebook page, man. You know, just go in there and go down your timeline. You're going to see a bunch of children missing. They get these children, man, and they sacrifice them. That's what they do. They sacrifice them to their God, to the devil. This is exactly what they do. Okay? So we got to be mindful of these things, man. You know, I grew up in a time where they was putting razors in apples and stuff. You might not got candy. You might got an apple or some junk like that. And you bite down on that apple and damn cut your mouth. People wicked as hell. The times is not right to be doing that. It was never right to be doing it. But I'm just saying now times are real wicked, man. Read it from the top again.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
So everything is flipped upside down. Bitter for sweet, dark for light. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. The Most High God said, woe for the people that do that. So we not going to take something and that's bitter and turn it sweet. Or we ain't going to say, hey, man, I ain't take them trick-or-treating, but we did go trunk-or-treating. Okay, we did go trunk or treat. We ain't go trick or treating, but we went trunk or treat. It's still wicked. We did it at church. It's still wicked. They ain't keeping no commandments up in there. If they was, they know not to celebrate these holidays. It's still wicked. You know, the Most High is jealous, man. He's very jealous. You understand? Give me Leviticus 20, verse 27. You got it? Read it.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 27. A man also or woman that hath a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard.
Stop. A man also or woman that have a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard. They dressing like wizards out here. Witches. Right? What the Bible say? Continue reading.
Shall surely be put to death.
Shall what?
Shall surely be put to death.
You're going to be put to death. You understand? You're going to be put to death. And you might not die tomorrow. You might not die next week. You might not die next year. But when it's time to be judged, and you ain't repent from that, you still dealing with these witches and wizards and Ouija boards and a sorcerer and all this stuff. The Most High gonna put your lights out. You're not gonna make the kingdom. Continue reading.
They shall stone them with stones. Their blood shall be upon them.
So back in ancient days, you got caught doing that, you were stoned to death. You died. That's a serious offense against the Most High. Serious offense to the Most High. You're not supposed to be dealing with that. You understand? So we got to do better, man. We got to do better. This junk ain't worth it. You understand? Give me Proverbs 22, verse 6. No. Give me 1 Corinthians 10, 21. Give me that one.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils.
You can't drink the cup of the Lord in a cup of devils. Okay, that's like me saying, hey, man, we just had tabernacles. Okay, we just spent the whole week having tabernacles, right? Hey, we just did Day of Atonement, right? We just did Memorial, the blowing of the trumpets. Okay, we keeping all these feast days, and then I turn around and celebrate Halloween. That's wicked as hell. You either gonna do the feast days of the Lord, or you're gonna do the feast days of this world. You either gonna do what the Lord say, fear the Lord and keep his commandments, the whole duty of man, right? Ecclesiastes 12 or 13. Or you gonna keep the philosophies of this world. Colossians 2 and 8. You understand? You're gonna keep the traditions of man. You either gonna love the Most High, John 14:15, or you gonna love this world. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Okay. Read it from the top.
You cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. You cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils.
You can't do both. You got to pick. You understand? Give me Proverbs 22, verse 6.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go.
Train up the child in the way he should go. All right. Hey, we not doing this, son. Hey, daughter, we not doing this. Hey, this ain't the Most High. Hey, we not keeping these holidays of this world. We gonna do Passover. You understand? We gonna keep all the feast days of the Lord. Okay, we gonna do what the Bible say. We keeping all Leviticus 23. So we must do what the scriptures say. Okay? Continue reading.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
He's not going to depart from it. He going to stick around. Because he was raised up and trained up in these commandments. Give me 1 John 5. We're going to start at verse 2. Give me that one real quick. Okay, because, man, this is what we got to do, brothers and sisters. We got to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. Keeps the feast days of the Most High. All right, you got to read it.
1 John chapter 5, verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God and keep his commandments.
So we love the children of God when we love God and keep his commandments. So I love the children of God if I'm telling them, hey, you can't celebrate Halloween. Read verse 2 again.
By this we know that we love the children of God.
We love the children of God. Read.
When we love God and keep his commandments.
When we love God and keep his commandments. That's how you know you love the children of God. Give me verse 3.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
And his commandments are not hard. Okay? The love of God is keeping his commandments. That's how you love your children. That's how you love your children. Right? Give me James 4:4 real quick. I'm gonna work out the spirit. I ain't even got this written down. Give me that.
James chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God?
Right, the friendship of this world is enmity with God. You adulterers and adulteresses. Right? Read.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God.
If you're going to be a friend of this world, you an enemy of God. You love this world, you an enemy of God. Okay? You ain't keeping the feast. You ain't keeping feast of weeks, first fruits. You ain't keeping dedication. You're not keeping Passover, unleavened bread. You're not keeping tabernacles, memorial blowing of the trumpets. Okay, you're not doing of what said the Lord, of thus said the Lord. You dealing with the Wicca people with Halloween. You dealing with the Celtic people. You dealing with Samhain. You dealing with they gods. That's what you dealing with. You dealing with their nationality and their customs. Or the Irish, the Scottish people. Okay? We gotta wake up, brothers and sisters, man. Time running out. Okay, give me Deuteronomy chapter 18. We're gonna start at verse 9. I'm gonna read a few more. We're gonna be up out of here. I ain't gonna keep y'all all night. Cause it's crazy, man. It's crazy what I see. And I'm like, dang, man. One minute they is justice for this, and man, they did this brother wrong, and man, they still hanging our brothers and sisters and things from trees, man. But soon as these holidays come around, y'all get amnesia. It's right back to the same old thing. You got amnesia. You getting rocked right back to sleep. You got it, read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 9. When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations.
So we're not supposed to learn to do the abominations of the nations, right? That's going into idolatry, sorcery, witchcraft, worshiping other gods. Okay? The philosophies and the traditions of men, right? Continue reading.
There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination.
Divination. So you're not supposed to get into these holidays that symbolizes sacrifices. Okay? There shall not be found among you any one that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire. That's what you're doing symbolically when you got them out there marching, going from door to door, begging for candy. Souling. They call it souling. All right? You're going out there knocking on the door. You're begging for candy. It's all kinds of spiritual things in that. All right? You causing them to go through the fire. Spiritually, you sacrificing your children to their gods. You understand? Continue reading.
Or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch.
Okay, or observer of time, enchanter, or a witch. Okay, the witches is not going to live. The enchanters is not going to live. The wizards is not going to live because they get all the crystal balls and the Ouija boards and try to tell the future. The Most High ain't dealing with that. You go to him when you need counsel and guidance and seek things of the spiritual realm. You're not supposed to go to a damn wizard. You understand? Or Miss Cleo or whoever. You're not supposed to do that. Continue reading.
Or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits.
Or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirit. Read.
Or a wizard, or a
necromancer. So you're not supposed to deal with none of these. Read.
For all that do these things are abomination unto the Lord.
Are abominations unto the Lord. And the abominable ain't going to make it. If you dealing with abominations, you ain't going to see the kingdom. Read.
And because of these abominations, the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee.
You're not going to be able to be around the Most High God and his people because of you dealing with these abominations. You're not. Okay, we got to do better. We got to do better, fam. And I know, I'm grown. I know how y'all think. I'm going to do what I want. Don't you know Halloween is like super high on the most popular, like the most, where you spend the most money on a holiday? Halloween is like up there. Just Google it. Let me see. Okay, here it is. It's ranked number 3, guys. Halloween is ranked number 3. You got Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Halloween. So yeah, it's ranked number 3. Y'all just go check this out when you get some spare time. So that $1 trillion spending power that our community got, well, I would say spending weakness because it's not a power when you go spend all your money on this foolishness, this folly. Okay? Dressing up as freaks and hoes and thoughts. Ain't none of these sisters modest when they out there, man, like that. Police officers and characters off movies, and it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like overgrown children, man. That's what it is. Overgrown children that haven't grew up, haven't really matured. Now, if you in your room and you saying, hey, man, I'm with my wife and I'm with my husband or whatever, and y'all doing y'all little thing or whatever to kind of get things popping off behind y'all four walls, that's y'all in the privacy of your bedroom. Marriage is honorable of all, and the bed is undefiled. Hebrews 13:4. Right? But when you out here just busting it open and everybody seeing everything you got, man, ain't nothing honorable in that. Matter of fact, give me Hebrews 13:4 real quick. Because I'm paraphrasing right now. You got it? Read it.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
But what?
But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
The Most High God gonna judge you. That's what's gonna happen. You understand? But yeah, Halloween beat Easter. All of it's BS. Easter, we all know Christ didn't rise on Easter Sunday. We all know that. Christmas, we all know Christ wasn't born on December 25th. We all should know that. This is the age of information. Like, why we still fall into this junk? Come on, man. This junk is retarded. Okay? Give me Galatians 5. We're going to start at verse 19. We're going to wrap it up with this. Wednesday night exhortation. We back. We upgraded a little bit. Got the little green mic. It look a little cheesy, but all praises to the Most High, man. Humble beginnings. Hey, we gonna upgrade, continue upgrading to get this platform where it need to be. Okay. You gotta read it.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness.
Stop. Adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness. These are the works of the flesh. What's happening right now? Adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, strong sexual desire, looking at the sister half naked with the Barbie outfit on. Right? Read.
Idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies.
Stop. Idolatry, witchcraft. Idolatry, witchcraft. That's what's happening right now. Hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions. Right? Going into arguments, going into getting ready to fight. Those are seditions. Stirring up things to get it popping. A lot of people winding up dead too from gunfire. Right? Read.
Envyings, murders, drunkenness.
Murders. Read.
Drunkenness.
Drunkenness. That's what's happening right now. Read.
revelings,
revelings, parties. That's what's going on right now. Who's throwing the biggest shindig, the biggest party, right? Read.
And such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God.
Read it again. That they
which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God.
You're not going to inherit the kingdom of God. So keep dealing with this Halloweens or All Saints Day or Hallows Eve. Dealing with all these necromancers and divinations and sorcerers and witchcraft. Keep dealing with that and see what's going to happen. The Most High God going to judge you. All right, we got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. We are the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You read about that in Deuteronomy 28:15 down through to 68. We got to wake up and repent, man. Time is now. You understand? Time is at hand. All right. So this has been another Wednesday night exhortation. I hope y'all was edified. You know, I hope it strengthened your walk. Okay. And Lord's will, we'll see y'all next Wednesday. All right. Much love, fam. Shalom.